So to start off with, we have Adobe Photoshop CS6. I used it to create my magazine cover and my horror poster. It allows you to kind of manipulate photos to make them look good, and change the titles and whatever. Got on with it really well. I've got a lot of experience with it. Been using it for about 2 years now. Really simple and easy to use once you know how to use it. So yeah, got on really well with it. Really quick and simple. So yeah, that's Adobe Photoshop. Next up, we have Adobe's After Effects. Now, haven't got too much experience with this. After Effects allows you to kind of create titles that special effects kind of thing. It's a kind of special effects program. Haven't had too much experience with this software, and it was quite hard to grasp. Although it's kind of got a Photoshop layout, it's actually quite hard to grasp and quite hard to pick up. I'm guessing once you know how to use it, a bit like Photoshop, once you know how to use it, it's really simple and quick to use. However, obviously, me having not a lot of experience with it, it was quite hard to use. So next is Premiere Pro. Now, I'm a big fan of Premiere Pro. We used it to create our entire trailer and our draft trailer, and anything that involved footage. Got on with it really well. I've been using it for a long time now. It's a great bit of software. It's really simple. Again, I'm guessing if you don't know what you're doing, it's quite hard to use. But once you know what you're doing, it's actually really simple, and it's great because you can put effects on the videos. You can do a lot of stuff within the program without having to go to other programs to create stuff. So yeah, it was used for our whole project really, to create the whole trailer. So next we have the Web 2.0 application Blogger. Now Blogger is used for basically archiving my entire, all of my work that I've done over the years. It has every single piece of work I've done for my media on there, and it's kind of like a library of my work. You can see what work I've done. You can look at the labels, and if you want a certain piece of work, you just go to one of the labels and you click on it, and that piece of work should be labelled under the correct label. Really easy to use. It's you can type into it just like a Word document, or you can add pictures. You can add videos. You can add pretty much everything. You can embed prezzies, flip snacks, everything. The one criticism I will have is moving pictures within the text is quite hard. Sometimes if you want a picture within a certain bit of text, it's quite hard to get it there, so you have to kind of mould the text around the picture. But apart from that, it's really easy to use, and I've had a lot of experience with it. We've then got just a normal PC. Pretty much use these every single day of my life. We used it to upload work, to write work, to look for audience research, to conduct audience research, to watch trailers. We basically done everything on a normal PC. Send emails out to people. It's they're simple to use. I've been brought up with PCs, so I know exactly how to use them. So not a problem there. We've then got another application called FlipSnack. Now I'm a big fan of FlipSnack. It's a great little website. Basically, you create a Word document, save it to a PDF, and then you upload it to FlipSnack, and it makes it into like a small book. Got on with it really well. Even though it's my first time using it, it's actually really simple to use, and there's no bugs with it. It's plain and simple, and it also makes your work just look that little bit better and professional instead of just a normal Word document. And it also shows that I can kind of find and use different platforms to distribute and exhibition my work. We've got the first of our cameras, which is a Panasonic Handycam. We used it to film our horror trailer on. Really easy to use, no problems with it. It's just a nice simple bit of kit. The Canon 550D, we then have that. Bit of a bigger camera, a bit of a harder camera to use. I'm used to it though. I've been working with the cameras for quite long. Use these to take our pictures for our magazine and posters because they give a crisper look than the other cameras. Really simple to use. If I needed to change the ISO or the aperture or the shutter speed, I could do that simply and effectively and quickly. I know how to use them, so there is a easy piece of equipment to use along with the handy cams. We then have iPhone 4Ss and iPhone 5s. We use these within our production actually to kind of manipulate shots. We use them as a prop mainly, but to also get a shot of where Ellie is on the floor with her phone in her hand. Just there's not really much to say about these, but we use it as a prop. Got on with it well because obviously there are everyday phones. We then have the studio lights. Now the studio lights allowed us to kind of brighten up and or dim down our pictures for our poster and magazine. We didn't use them whilst filming because they're too kind of, you're not really allowed to take them out of a certain room at college, and they're too heavy to kind of lug around everywhere. We did use them for our pictures though, and I think that they gave a good effect. Next up is the Macs. Now I have a Mac at home, so I know how to use them. They're really good bit of kit really. Use them to create our project really. We saved all of our files, all of our video files, all of our audio, everything onto a Mac, and we also edited everything on a Mac. Really easy and simple to use. Next is Microsoft PowerPoint. Now we use Microsoft PowerPoint to create some questionnaires and do a bit of audience research. Again, been brought up with Microsoft PowerPoint and Microsoft Office. Really simple to use. Able to put animation and animations on titles and create a nice looking piece of work really. An alternative to Microsoft PowerPoint is Prezi. Now I do like Prezi. It's an online website where you can create work to give it a more professional feel. You can manipulate things a lot better. You can make things spin round, but it's basically the same as PowerPoint, as where you show it goes to different slides, but it's all on one page. I think they give your work a real professional feel actually, and I do prefer Prezi over PowerPoint. Use Prezi to answer some of my evaluation questions and also to show some of my audience research actually, just because it gives a better feel than PowerPoint I feel, and I think that it just looks that little bit better. Then we've got one of the main ones, although it's quite small, is an SD card. Now without an SD card obviously I wouldn't be able to have filmed anything. We use an SD card for everything and anything. I'm using an SD card now to record this. We used it in the cameras, we used it with everything. Obviously really handy because they hold everything and you can transfer from one computer to another, from one piece of equipment to a computer. So without an SD card we wouldn't have been able to do the whole project, so obviously they're really simple to use, and we use them for pretty much everything. Another alternative to PowerPoint and Prezi is something called SlideShare. Now SlideShare is where you upload a PowerPoint to the website and it kind of makes it into an online PowerPoint. It's not actually that much different from a normal PowerPoint, so you might as well just embed your work to your blogger. However, I thought I'd use it to kind of show that I'm using more media platforms than just the normal, just the norm. Used it to do some audience research, and I think I used it to show some audience research as well. Next up is the snippet tool. Now the snippet tool is on the normal PCs. It's a great little bit of kit actually, and I used it for a lot of things. Basically you just click on it and you are able to, instead of print screening the entire screen, you can cut out a certain bit of the screen that you want, not have to copy the entire page and put it into Paint and crop it. Again, it's probably the most simple thing I used out of all of the technologies that I'm talking about, and used it for cutting out photos and cutting out pieces of footage or screenshots that I wanted to put onto my evaluation questions. SurveyMonkey. Now SurveyMonkey is really good actually. The clue's in the name. It's a survey application where you can create a questionnaire and distribute it to people. I used this to create obviously my audience research, and then I sent the HTML to close friends, and I also posted it on my Facebook and my Twitter to give me more media platforms so I could get more responses. It's really simple to use. You just put in what question you want and whether you want a comment box or a multiple choice question with only one answer, and then once you're finished you press analyze, and it also creates graphs for you. It's a really good bit of really good bit of kit. Next up, we have another piece of camera equipment, which is the tripod. Now, the tripod's just an everyday tripod, really easy to use. Used it for pretty much all of our footage to keep, to give it a steady feel. Got on with it really well. They're really easy to use. So yeah, that's the tripod. Then we've got Microsoft Word. Now, Microsoft Word, obviously, like I said before, I've been brought up with Microsoft Office, so it's really, really simple to use. I used Microsoft Word to do evaluation question 3 and also to kind of plan out questions and also to plan out my questionnaire. Obviously, then I did upload them to FlipSnack, but yeah, I did use Microsoft Word to start off with. Really simple to use. It's, Microsoft Word's Microsoft Word, really. Been brought up with it, got on with it really well, and used it for quite a lot of stuff. Then we've got YouTube. Now, I use YouTube quite a lot. Used it for my audience research to look for horror trailers that related to mine and that we could take inspiration from. We also use YouTube to upload our finished work and some of our evaluation questions. Again, it's really simple. Click and upload, add annotations if you want. And finally, we have the Zoom mic. Now, I'm using the Zoom mic right now to record all of this. We also used it for our voiceovers in our production. That was kind of the main thing we used it for, to allow us to kind of put audio that we didn't record on the day into our production. Really simple to use. Just press the record button twice and it starts recording, and it's really simple to upload as well. It just holds an SD card. So that's the technologies. Overall, I feel that I used the technologies really well. I didn't really have any hiccups with any of them apart from After Effects, but that's just because of lack of experience. The technologies, they're all simple and easy. A lot of them were on the Web 2.0, a lot of them weren't, but I've had a lot of experience with the equipment that was used and the software that was used, so I feel that, I've done a good job in that kind of sense.